Good morning, welcome to day number 36 of my Munros challenge. Today I'm walking route number 37. I'm climbing the two Munros on Anchilak, which is, the first Munro is Bidein a Glas Thuill, peak of the Grey Hollow, and the second Munro is Sgurr Fiona, which is the Fair Peak. I'm parked at Thuill, a little lay-by on the roadside over there. Midges are everywhere, so I need to start walking quickly. So the walk starts at sea level, so it's pretty much off from the gun, and it's a relatively short day today in terms of mileage. I think it's going to be about 9 miles, 2 Munros, so, and it's an out and back, so I suspect I'm going to, well, the map shows I'm going to keep climbing pretty much from the gun straight to the top of both of them and back again. As you can see, it's quite a nice path, well worn, extremely well worn. A very well worn path, cairns marking the way. It's actually not the path I plotted on the OS map, so gotta be the way, because I'm still heading up. I'm just slightly off where I expected to be, but I'm going to take this path, and if necessary cut across later on. So this path follows this burn up. Now it's not the path I mapped, as I said. The path I mapped follows this other hillside. Look, there's 2 people over there, there's another couple on the slopes down there, so they're following the path I'd intended. But this one meets it and it goes up the burn to the top of this glen here. Now I'm walking with this chap here. We've been walking for the last probably 45 minutes together. Good company. 193 Munros in.
195 by the end of the day.
And 195 by the end of the day. So I mean, it's been nice chatting, although I'm doing most of the chatting. Yeah, so we're just getting to where we meet the other path, and Craig and I are trying to work out whether, there's various cairns here, there's a chap ahead, whether that was a better path than the one we'd intended to be on, because Craig actually did the same thing as me and followed the cairns and the main track. I suspect it's 6 2/3, so you can just make out a path just on the edge of the cloud line, skirting up quite steeply.
That chap's got a bike.
Up to the top. We're just looking at somebody coming down. You think he's got a bike?
He's just picked up a bike.
So here we are, we're going to start the ascent of the first Munro, and there's that chap up there in black with a mountain bike. Some effort to get a mountain bike up here. So here we are, Bidein a Glas Thuill. Very steep. So where I came up, unfortunately we've got the same view we've had frequently inside of a cloud. Now these are wild, remote creatures. I don't want to upset him. That'd hurt, wouldn't it? It's quite a rocky path dropping down here. Not too bad, just a bit slippy. Careful footing required. I'm hoping the wind lifts. You can just about see some pinnacles over there coming through, so let's hope. But looking across, you can see the summer owls over there in the distance. So with a stroke of luck we might get a view a bit later on. So the Fisher Field round again. Nightmares. Ah! It's not these front two are Corbetts, it's beyond. So it's quite steep, this top bit. I'm trying to hang on to Craig's shirt tails. He's fast as this, that lad, you know. Sgurr Fiona. I'm not sure how you pronounce it properly. I do apologise to all you Gaelic speaking people. fair hill, and it is a fair hill. Look at these views though. These are the pinnacles. Wow, just cleared up in time. This is stunning. This is why you climb mountains. Wow. Looking back at the col, which we're going to descend back into. We're going to go back over first Munro of the day, and then head down. I'm debating which path to take, because I quite like the path that I've came up on. It wasn't as boggy as what potentially it could be, so I might actually retrace my steps. Wow, the clouds just cleared. That's the first Munro, being a glass Thuill. It's the first time I've actually seen it in all its glory. This is awesome. And shellac. Wow. I'm back at the top of Bidein Thuill, looking back at Sgurr Fiona. Wow, this is special. The clouds have lifted. They're the infamous pinnacles. Apparently a lot of people have met their demise on these peaks here. So the route I mapped this morning goes over the tops over there. The route I came up this morning was really nice footpath, lots of cairns, well trodden. Went down the glen here, and do you know what? I'm going to stick with the route I came this morning. It's such a nice footpath. Now, apparently in wet times it's very boggy, but it's so dry that it's fantastic. So I'm retracing my steps. I'm not going the highway. So I'm back on the main track now, where both tracks have merged. Just dropping round the corner. The car park's the other side of the farm you see down there. Lovely, lovely, lovely day. Hi, welcome to day 36 of my Munro challenge. Just about got over the Fisherfield round. Brutal. My feet are in tatters. Anyway, today I walked route number 37 and shellac, and today's Saturday the 4th of September. I parked in the car park at Dundonald. I have to say I got the last space, and when I got back the people squished on roadsides and all over trying to find space. Very, very busy car parks at the minute. Now the walk starts pretty much at sea level, so it's uphill from the gun, and it rises all the way without a stop, without it leveling off at all. And there are two paths to choose from, about maybe a mile or so going up. I ended up on the main path only because I missed the smaller path, but I found the main path to be extremely good. It was wide, it was well walked, there was lots of cairns marking it out, and it wasn't overly boggy, which it's advertised as being boggy. In fact, it was that good I decided to come back down it. Both summit climbs are very, very similar. They're very steep, they're very scrambly, they're very rocky, and they're very screey. So very, very, very similar climbs. I've looked into the wild goats that we saw, you know, the feral goats, and their official title is actually British primitive goats, and apparently they're quite long established in the wilder areas of the Highlands, and they're believed to be an offshoot from domestic goats from many, 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 many years ago. So it was a bit of a surprise to me to see them, but apparently they're quite prevalent, and I've just not seen them as yet. I have to say the views today were absolutely breathtaking. It was amazing, and shellac, it lived up to its reputation. It was rugged, it was harsh, it was acute. The pinnacles were just amazing, just amazing. I have to say it's easy to see how people have met their demise on these pinnacles. Now I'd already made the decision some months ago not to walk around. A, I thought I was going to have a dog, and B, it's changeover day, so I've got various things to do, getting ready to move the caravan in early morning, so I needed to get back. I have to say I walked both climbs today with a chap called Craig from Aberdeen, and he's continued on to the pinnacles where I've come back. Great company, fast walker. I struggled holding on to his coattails. Having said that, I'm still suffering from the fisher tail. So today, 9 miles, 6 hours and 4,168 feet. Absolutely breathtaking.